I think we could maybe do that. With Maruto, with his big sword. Temporary armor bonus after getting damaged. He also gets the Academy badge. That's interesting. Again, these guys are meant to have, like, animations. Oh, okay. So we're actually going to the bone zone, which isn't smart. This isn't the way to unlock things and get new things. But we're going to the bone zone! And we're starting off with the projectiles. Hello. Wait, isn't he supposed to have an attack animation? Wait, what? Did I accidentally go to the boss rush? That's not the level that I meant to go to. How did I accidentally go to the boss rush? Well, that was embarrassing. Right, Maruto in the bone zone. I think the dead zone on my controller might have accidentally changed it to the boss rush. Okay. I'm gonna take the Corello just so we've got something. Although we're in the bone zone. Why not take a bone? Okay, so let's start leveling up some stuff. And I took that so we can start doing some quicker. Excalibur! Of course it's Excalibur. Now, I'm not going to take the spell stream because that will just like... We need 3 of the things specifically to drop to evolve it. I'm going to take the axe. Like, I was considering the robe, but, you know, the robe isn't necessarily for me. Now, the advantage is, with this guy, he takes armor when he takes damage. So, these are all bad. I'm not a fan of those. This place doesn't have health, so, you know, being able to get extra armor to avoid taking damage is actually going to be pretty handy for not getting killed. So, you know, he actually might be a very good guy for beating the Bone Zone boss if you hadn't actually beaten the Bone Zone. Yeah. That's interesting. We can kind of like use that to get extra attacks because it did 3, but you know, I was trying to do the turn around to make them all facing the same direction. But it seems to make him actually do more attacks. So if I wiggle... Okay, it doesn't necessarily seem to... Sometimes it seems to give extra attacks with the wiggle. If we wiggle at the right opportunities... He does more attacks. He does double the attacks. It's like it doesn't know what to do because it's trying to like do a specific forward, backwards, forwards. But rather than it just doing the animation and then like, you know, failing, it does more attacks because it's like I must attack in this direction where I didn't before. So is that intentional? Because, you know, the other attacks that go forward, back, forward, like the whips and things, they, you know, only do what they're meant to do and then don't do anymore. Whereas this is looking cheeseball. It's a fine vintage cheeseball. But he could be, you know, very powerful to cheese the game, if that is, in fact, how this is working. Or is it because we're taking hits that he does extra attacks? I'm not sure. Because I might be taking extra hits because I'm trying to wiggle, and that's what's causing it. But I don't think so, because I took damage there and it didn't. I think it is just the wiggle is causing it. Okay. We are not doing as much damage as I would like. Determined to wiggle. Base damage up. Sure. I mean, the spell string again, you know, it might be really powerful with a lot of enemies coming on the screen. It might be good. But we are not farming for that. And, you know, it does make it harder again to get the Peachone and the Ebony because we've just got so many other weapons that it's hard to catch the birds. But maybe there's a specific character that starts with birds or something that we might be able to take. I'm going to take the Clock Lancer. We need every advantage that we can get in this area. Okay, we're farming up before we go explore. Because there's the only place where flowers bloom. Now, we've gone far to the bottom, looking for the boss. So I would assume we go upwards. So once we are feeling powerful enough to go explore, and powerful enough to take on whatever boss might potentially spawn. Why am I even trying to find chickens? Because there is no health in the bone zone. There is no meat. There's only bones. There's not even a tractor, so you know we definitely don't want to leave all this experience behind either. So we're farming up whilst we can, and then, you know, once we are powerful enough to do. I think we kind of need the crown. Like, you know, the reduced cooldown also seems pretty good. I need the Pomerolo as well. Now I would like the garlic. So we're gonna hold out for some of those. We paid one of two. I was going to say, we don't know what his weapon evolves with. We still don't. It doesn't actually tell you, like, you know, those S's we clearly just found out. Because the other DLC, it accidentally told you everything in it, well, half of it. You know, it's like, hey, this evolves with this, and it's like, or it evolves with something. Whereas this is keeping it hidden until you actually find it. So what would Excalibur want? Probably the crown. I would suggest that Excalibur, you know, the sword in the stone, that the one true king can only lift. I'd suggest that it would evolve with the crown. if it was me. Every 5th activation has a combo finish. Interesting. I mean, we were already triggering combos by, you know... Ooh. And that had an animation for an attack! Just, you know... I wonder if all the characters slam swords to the ground with the activation. Or is it just this guy? Because it might, you know, they just do a attack in front of them. That didn't go in the direction that I wanted. I was too busy wiggling. Okay. Now, was that worth it for the health loss? Probably not. Considering how health is a premium in this area. I think that might not have been the right move, as we can't even heal in any way, shape or form yet. But I wanted to land it on the enemies and, you know, get a slam on them. Duplicator. Might not be tough. Yeah, especially when they just randomly flying you at very high speeds. I mean, we are getting armored at the very least. Wow. I feel like the enemies are faster than this guy at this point, and that's a problem. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I turned around to aim that at them. That was very specific. That was very specifically trying to mitigate the huge number of enemies chasing us. We are still not finding the Pomerola. I might like some characters. I might take that, right? Okay, so now we're at the point in the game where we actually have to try and dodge things. This is why we're going to need some characters. Because this guy's a bit too slow for these bones. Especially, like, are the bones flying faster than normal? That'll do. Like, it's not healing, but it'll keep us alive a little bit better. Occasionally, it'll stop a hit. Okay, we really need this Pomerola right now. Like, right now. I need this treasure chest, right? You, come on, Pomerola. That didn't give me a level up with the red gem. I needed the red gem to level me up, but it didn't. Okay, Laurel. Crown, the XP gain might, but it's probably too late. Probably already. We're probably already dead. Yeah, this isn't the right area to try and defeat with this guy. This is the wrong... like the last situation, the wrong person for the wrong situation. Like, you know, this is not the area we should... We're not going upwards. Like, I really need to head up. I really need an opportunity to turn around and head back up. There's a very slim one. There's death. Yeah, I don't think taking this guy to the bone zone was the right idea. Why? I mean, do these guys just get a free revive? Like, quitting isn't even an option. It's like you will revive. You will not give up. You will at least go into the experience if you're going back up. Gather all of the experience that you left behind. We'll at least do that. Okay, we could run in circles in the clock lamps. Here's all the experience we left behind. Okay, we need the weapon cooldown, honestly. Like, you know, experience gain, sure, but we really need the weapon cooldown. What we really, really, really need is the Pomerola. This is death! Somehow... Okay, somehow we lived longer than I thought we would, but it was still death. I don't think we should be taking that guy to the bone zone. What would be the most adverse fate